Greetings, ghouls and gamers! I'm going to try something a little different tonight, and we're going to try to record a PC game. This is what the Retrobit Mega Man controller looks like out of box. It's a pretty cool thing. Works on PC or NES. I'm going to use it to play some Street Fighter Cross Mega Man. If you've noticed a drastic difference in audio quality, it's because I have this Razer Kraken Pro headset thingy. It's an Overwatch edition. You could only went to Taco Bell, and I acquired it. Let's get right into this mess, shall we? Alright, we've got Blanca being angry and smashing things, and we've got a title screen. Whoa. This is version 2.0 of the game, which adds a password feature. It's a much needed feature. As far as the options, set this as you need to. The gamepad configuring was kind of confusing on this. I actually think that a start button not only brings up the menu, but it also changes weapons on me because of the way I had to configure it. Now, there is a proper order to all these bosses, just the same as any Mega Man game. I can't really remember what the order is, but I'm pretty sure Chun-Li was the easiest. Right from the start, you're going to have enemies coming at you non-stop on the stage. Something I should have mentioned with this being version 2.0, I had downloaded the first version of this game, not realizing that there was a 2.0, and there was a bit of input lag, actually. It was almost unplayable with a controller, but this is fine as it is with the version 2.0. Ugh. Okay, 1-ups and E-tanks in this game. It's a good idea to get them as often as you can. Near the end of the game, they definitely come in handy with stuff like the Vega fight, and if there's a room with all of the other bosses, you have to fight through them again. It's typical Mega Man fashion. And Onslaught. Jesus. Definitely worth it for the E-tank. These enemies are a huge pain. Especially when you get more than one after you. Oh no. Well, let's not let that happen again, please. Guess what? Immediately. Too much happening. Just skip it. Alright, here's a good place to farm for energy and whatever else you might need. That was fun. Still fun. These enemies aren't really difficult, other than the disappearing asshole there. They're just aggravating. It's best to move on and skip. And like a few stages in this game, this is a short stage. The thing about the bosses too is, as you probably can see with Chun-Li, you can memorize her moves and what to do as she attacks you, but there's really no pattern to it. It's just really random. Forgot to mention the bosses have super meters, and the supers can get really aggravating. Chun-Li down, not so bad. This is pretty awesome. All of the weapon acquisition scenes have a Dan Hibiki. Pretty funny stuff. We've got a password. Whip out your phone and take a picture if you need it. Ooh. Hope I'm making the right choice. I want to think that Sea Viper is weak to Chun-Li's kick. We'll find out. Some of this music sounds great in 8-bit. Being that I don't think I have talked about this game much, it's actually a fan game. I, right off the top of my head, can't even remember who made this game, but Capcom decided to slap their names on it. Thank you, Capcom, for what you've done. Not worth the trouble, not worth it, not worth it, not worth it. Ugh. These elevators are weird. They move on their own. Unless you stand on them, then you can control where they go. And I'm not going to let it happen, but the elevators will crush you if you're underneath them. Okay, I think I've said this before. If you see an E-Tank, get it. Ooh. Well, that could have gone worse, I guess. If you slightly move off screen in this game, you'll have the enemies respawn. Which is, sometimes they'll disappear too, which is something that happens with a lot of the NES games. I don't even care, Sniper Joe type of guy. This is kind of fun right here. This reminds me slightly of Quickman stage. You just kind of need to rush to get away or you'll instantly die. Not too hard to get through. I like these giant versions of this enemy right here. Cool stuff. I'm probably gonna die. Ah! If I haven't complained about it yet, the bosses in this game are pretty damn hard. Stages, not so much. They can get a little tedious to work through. Bosses are almost too hard, most of them. Oh, well, that worked out in my favor, didn't it? And I'm wasting lives already. Back in this bullshit-ass room, getting my ass kicked. Alright, that's good enough. I can deal with that. I'm probably about to die. Immediately. Just take me. Oh yeah, perfects. There are some hidden bosses in this game. And if you get a certain number of perfects, you can face them. It's Sagat's a hidden boss, and Kuma's another boss. I haven't done whatever needs to be done to go up against them, and I probably won't, because with as difficult as the bosses are in this game, it's not really that fun. The best way to take care of her is to get right on top of her. It's really hard to land anything with this kick. You don't want to get caught in too much. And Sea Viper is down. This is a pretty fun weapon here. The optic laser just tears straight through things. Unfortunately, it makes it kind of hard for a Mega Man to move. You've got a bit of a delay before you can move again after you shoot it. Alright, Del Team! This stage is kind of a maze. There's a lot of stuff in here that's unnecessary, like that little dead end. These things are a pain in the arse. So are these. The enemy types in this stage suck. Don't need to go that way for anything. There is an E-tank hidden somewhere in the stage, and I can't remember where. For the most part, if you can just avoid dealing with the enemies in this stage, jump past them, or get stuck like this, that's good too. God. You'd think I'd never played a Mega Man game. When they die, their flashy crap stays in the air, and Jesus, you have to shoot them down. Weird thing about this game is you can shoot down most of the projectiles from the enemies and from the bosses. Yay, E-tank. Which I'll be needing because I play like crap. You can use an E-tank right before you kill a boss to get a perfect. But I'm not going to do that because I know I'm going to need them. I used all the E-tanks first time I played through this. I used all the E-tanks when you face all the bosses again. So when I faced Bison, it was actually kind of rough to get by him. I tried for probably over an hour. I think to the right is another stupid dead end. Not happy. Well, now we know which way not to go. I should remember, but I don't. Don't think there's even a reason to go down there and deal with those. And these guys don't even bother with trying to take those down. Just go past them. And already we are up to the boss room. Alright, with the optic laser, this should go pretty fast. Oh, I hate that. Ah! And he's down. Take that, you stretchy armed son of a bitch. Alright, Dan the man, show me what we've got. We've got the Yoga Inferno. Stretch till it burns. Blanca is next. That's who we fight. His 8-bit sprite looks awesome. This stage is really aggravating. There's these blob things that come straight at you, and things fly out of the sky, and that's pretty much what happens. Excitement. Don't really know what the difference between these branching paths is. Oh, a 1-up. That's helpful. An extra guy. Ah, I don't need your electric eel nonsense. If I remember right, this is the only underwater section in this game, and that's kind of disappointing. Because I've always enjoyed the physics change of being underwater in these Mega Man games. Splish, splash, yeah. Nothing really is as aggravating as random enemy placement. Randomly randomizing. I don't know what I'm saying. Honestly, I'm just yapping on and on and on as I stare into the screen and play the game. It's the best way to do it, right? Ah! Here we go again with this mess. It's a little rough. Every now and then, I guess depending on your hardware, you might experience a little bit of slowdown in this, but that's not all too different in the NES games, and honestly, it can help you through some of the sections. Oh boy, this angry shit needs to get out of my way. This is a good chance to farm for some items. Of course, I'm not going to get what I need. Say that and I get a bunch of what I need. Alright. Burn, baby burn. Yoga Inferno. He can be kind of a pain to beat, and this is why. You've got to time your jump perfect with that. Don't throw your melons at me. You know, that's actually the first perfect that I've gotten this way in playing this game. So I feel pretty good about that. I still don't want to get any more and have to face a god or Akuma because I'm not going to make it. But I feel pretty good about what just happened. And now we get one of the most ridiculous powers in the game. The Tropical Hazard. Very hazardous, very menacing. Do you get to kick watermelons? Great. Oh. Gee. Who's next? I don't even remember. I think it's Rose. You know, I played Street Fighter 2 back when I was young. Turbo, Super Street Fighter 2. But a lot of these characters I don't know. I don't know Sea Viper, I don't know Rose. Where do they come from? This section is pretty awesome here. It's the only time that you see Rush in the game, Unfortunately, I wish they had made it controlled to where you never face back, that you only face forward. Still, fun little section. Oh, come on! You haven't noticed these things are kind of aggravating too. I guess it's easy to just charge your laser at them. Bustin' your Mega Buster. Bustin' makes me feel good. I don't want to go. No, no, no. Okay. Skip them if you can. What's the point? Pointless. So much pointlessness. Hey! That wasn't pointless. I needed that. Almost forgot that was a ladder. Oh, this sucks. Fortunately, there's some predictable enemy placement. It's not too hard to get through. Alright, what we have going on? We need Tropical Hazard. This is actually kind of rough to pull off, so if I screw this up, don't be surprised. And that's partially why, because you just bounce off the mess. There we go. Ah, come on! Stop with that miss. Please die. Please just die. Please just die. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I wanted you to die. I need you to die. I need you to die. Yay, okay, you're dead. Oh, that's tricky. Yay. Afraid every time like I scratch my head or anything like that, this probably picks it up. Whatever. Soul Satellite. I can't for the life of me remember who was weak to this, so I'm probably gonna come back in a minute.